Welcome again to another Paul Plant Horticulture video. My name is Paul Plant, and these live videos on YouTube are all about introducing you to some really good plants that I love and hopefully you will love as well in the tropics and in the subtropical climate. So the plant behind me is the feature. I love these because they are indestructible and the colors are stunning. They come in creams, pinks, whites, oranges, reds, and I think they just do the right job that we need to add color to the tropical and the subtropical garden. There are so many Cordylines on the market. Some of the Australians are predominantly green, and most of these ones, the Cordyline fruticosas, the cultivars, the varieties, are the ones that are the most popular in the marketplace. Some of the reasons I love them is tough, low maintenance, bring in the color, add a beautiful dimension to the garden in terms of diversity. And I do think in a world where a lot of landscape architects and designers have a minimal palette to work with, where a lot of the landscape designs can be a little bit bland, the Cordylines can bring a bit of splash, a bit of energy, a bit of you into the garden design. And that's really, really important. You've got to make your garden your place. It is your domain and your retreat. And I think some plants like Cordylines is one of those plants that you can create some of those colors for you. So what do they need? Some like full sun, some like part shade, some like more shade. I find that the more dominant the color is, such as the dark reds, tend to love the full sun, whereas some of the pinks, the creams, the yellows, the purples prefer far more shade. So choose your plant very carefully. Some will grow tall, 2 meters or more, and some are quite short, the dwarfs and the compacts. So choose your plants very wisely, because you don't want to put the wrong plant in the spot where you will then have to increase maintenance. Now, maintenance, what do? Not much. Grasshoppers do like them, and they can either be ignored or pruned off. Otherwise, if they grow too tall, lop them off. And what you cut off, if you cut off that much, you can plant the top part back into the ground. It will shoot new roots and you'll have another plant, and the stump will produce more branching, which will produce a far better looking particular plant that you've got in your yard. So I've got a couple in my yard. I do love the Cordylines, and there's one. Let's see if I can get the camera over to it. A few there, and of course, this is my Cordyline garden bed. A lot of different colors, forms, and obviously my finger in the screen there. Just sorry about that. I've lost my extension pole, so I've got to find something else these days. And some of the colors like these, I've planted them in a very shady area of the garden, surrounded by a lot of trees up above, but they do add an extra little splash to the color of my garden, and of course surrounded by bushland. I am on acreage, so I do get away with a lot more that some other gardeners do, because I can have more diversity in my particular yard. So yes, part of my yard, part of my garden, I will be exploring it with you, following me on this YouTube. It is all live, so I will be making mistakes. I will be mumbling my words occasionally, but that is part of gardening, and I hope you do enjoy it. So like it, subscribe to it, and hopefully I'll be sharing more little videos to you, hopefully every single day. Cheers for now.